Hi guys, I'm Evan.
I'm Sam.
And we are live from our fantastic loft to give you a super condensed version of class that we've done over the past most of the semester. We're just going to jump right into it and start out with how you do a swing out. Swingouts. So the very first thing that we taught in the class is actually what we call the lead goes, where you use your rock step and triples to move around the follow. Looks like this: 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is your basic 8-count pattern. And then lead goes 3 and 4, 5 and 6. So 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. And so what you're basically doing your leads is that you're doing your triple step. You have your rock, step, triple in front. And you want to try and keep a very neutral amount of tension for your follow after you start that first rock step, so that they are traveling backward as you just sort of fill in the space in front. And it's super helpful to use 1, 2, 3, most of that first step on your triple to pivot in front, and then so you're just afterward going a 1, 2, triple step. The second two are just to kind of orient you in space. And then when you're ready to come around, you're just going to walk straight back and open your arm like a door to bring the follow with you. Simultaneously, you can kind of use this left hand as a door handle so that Sam doesn't just come in the exact same configuration and my arm flies free. There's a thing that follows can do to try to make sure that doesn't happen though. As you're going around 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, follows try to make sure that you're keeping this connection with your leads right hand and not letting it get too far away. And leads at the same time, you can use this hand to direct the opening motion.
And follows, when you're keeping this connection, you don't want to lean backwards. You want your feet and your hips to stay under the rest of your body, but do contribute a little bit with your athletic posture, staying down to keep this compression going.
Right. There can always be just a little bit of a stretch going on here, and that's made by having this rock step. And you want to distinguish between having a stretch and having a direction, which would require me to move my whole body down a line, and that would bring Sam along with me. And we can do a little fake-out version of that, which is halfway to the swing out. It looks like this: 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll do that from a different angle. Let's see if we can do it over here. And I just shouldn't be starting from the side. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So in that case, instead of just bringing myself, instead of bringing Sam back around, I'm just moving myself 100% of the way. And on 5, 1, 2, 3, and 4, we're in the same place here. 5, I'm taking a step straight back, and at the same time, I'm collecting Sam's weight into my left hand, and we have a nice compression going on, so that's where all of our energy is going. And I'm also letting my weight go back onto my right foot, so I can just step forward off of it at the same time. 1, 2, 3, and 4, compress, and triple step. I'm using my triple step just to come back to this neutral position. Pretty much everything is the same for the follows there. You just have to be able to commit yourself to actually continue down that line, which will come in very handy when we do the actual swing out.
Absolutely.
It's going to be 99% the same thing, except leaders, you're not going to push back the other way. You're just going to lead the follow down that straight line and step out of their way as it happens. Here it is from the side. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm just going to go the same way as before for the first 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And what I am doing at this point, and we'll rotate around so you can see it, is I am a little bit past Sam. I'm not squared off. I'm a little bit off to her right. My left side is hanging free. And we have a nice, strong stretch here where our body's going in counter motion. So if I make a small adjustment by going straight back, boom, 6, 7, 8. That step on 5 brings Sam straight down a line. We'll do it from different angles so you can see that offset from the beginning, so from closed. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So here we see this. And then a 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's pretty effortless for me to get out of that way, and Sam's just going to keep going down that path.
Follows, the important thing for you is to trust your lead to move out of the way so that you can continue down a straight path. And make sure you keep your chest parallel to your lead as you're going around, which also helps you stay in a straight line instead of going wee around your lead.
Exactly. So we want to try to avoid doing circles. We'll get to circles in just a second. But the idea, so leads, when the reason that, or the way that follows can keep that chest alignment is if you try to run in a circle around them, they'll go in a circle around you. But if you just move slightly out of the way, and keep close with your connection, then they should be able to slip right past and it'll feel really nice and comfortable. From open position, we have basically the exact same thing, except you have to be able to catch the follows. So follows actually have to be ready for this in advance. And we want to avoid having your left arm clamped down to the side, because then it's like I can't. No one shall pass. So it's usually a good idea to have sort of an open posture. And you'll notice that when leaders do the swing out, most of the time, there's going to be kind of a wind up on the right arm. That's twofold, because when you come together, it sort of gives a visual cue to your partner, but it also just lets you go slip right in for that connection here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. See that slip? We'll do it from this side so you can actually see it happen. 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. And so here we're connected exactly where we were before, and 5, 6, 7, 8.
And follows, you are covering most of this distance when you're doing a swing out from open.
Yeah. Leaders, you're not moving, but you have to give most of that that initial oomph from this stretch at the beginning. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You have to be able to get around very quickly so that we can make this stretch. If you don't move at all, and if nobody moves and there's no stretch and we're just stuck in the middle and you go, dancing, yay. So here they are a couple of times in a row. We'll try and move so you can see our feet. We'll start from closed. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and a 2, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and a 3, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and a circle, and 3 and 4, a step, step, triple step. So that brings us into the Lindy circle. The major difference between the Lindy circle and a swing out is how much you connect to your partner leads. That's how you can communicate what's going to happen next. So for a swing out, usually I just have my hand right on Sam's back, kind of toward the middle, maybe a little bit low, because that's actually easy to control the angle that you do things. For a circle, I want to be in a little bit closer, more into the elbow, so we can just kind of middle school dance our way through this. Sometimes I'll bring my hand up for what's called actually a sweetheart hold. It's totally cool, just have it down here like this. But the idea is when you're connected in here for 4 and 5, you just have 5, 6, 7, 8. You should be able to just step through and move your whole body to communicate the fact that we are taking steps and not triples through this. So from the connection, and a 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm going to bring that in close, even if we didn't start close. And then step, step, triple step. To end the circle, and it can be in any direction or any angle relative to where you started. I've got to stop my cat from playing with this. Stop. Good. No. Stop. I'm going to leave this in for you.
Cat difficulties.
Anyway, so let's say you've done your steps, and step, step. I want this thing to end. I'm just going to move backwards in a straight line as I do my triple steps from wherever I'm facing. Triple step. And now we're just back in our normal neutral closed position. Here you can see the whole thing again. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4. A step, step, triple step. Go ahead.
Follows, it can be tempting when you're doing a circle to just kind of spin, but you really want to make sure you're picking your feet up as you go through this so they don't get crossed in the middle.
Yeah, you want to avoid crossing your feet. Leaders, for the most part, and this is both people actually, your first step should be behind you on your right, just like you're doing the swing out, because that's the direction that both people are moving. And then your next step is going to be forward around the circle. So behind, forward, and at no point should ever one foot cross behind the other that's very unbalanced, and you're actually going to be cutting it too close. I often think about doing a circle like I'm stepping through where my partner is, because then you're very close and you have a nice controlled motion. And yeah, followers don't technically know when this ends. You can do 2 steps, you can do 4, you can do 6. It's just whatever fits with the music. So that's swing outs and Lindy circles. I don't know if we needed to add anything. Oh, we wanted to do the 6 count circle, since we introduced the 8 count circle. The mechanics are exactly the same, except instead of taking 2 steps, you're going to cut it off on 5 and come straight through your connection. It looks like this. 5, we're a little bit too close. 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 7, 8.